How did the Soviet era affect the Yakut people? Have you ever wondered how major political changes can reshape the lives of indigenous communities? The Yakut people, also known as the Sakha, experienced significant transformations during the Soviet era. This period was marked by both opportunities and challenges for the Yakut people living in the polar regions of northeastern Siberia. After the Russian Revolution of 1917, the Yakuts aimed for national organization and autonomy. However, their region became a battleground during the Russian Civil War. The Yakut and Evenk groups faced conflicts as they navigated the power struggle between the White Army and the Bolsheviks. By the mid-1920s, Soviet control was firmly established in the area. In 1922, the Yakut Autonomous Soviet Socialist Republic was created. This marked a significant moment as the Yakut people were officially recognized as a national group. They gained a degree of cultural and administrative autonomy. The Soviet policy of ethnofederalism encouraged ethnic identities. This allowed the Yakut language to be used alongside Russian, promoting cultural expression. During this time, Yakut literature flourished. Traditional oral epics, known as alanko, were transcribed, and new literary works emerged. However, this cultural freedom came with a heavy price. During Joseph Stalin's collectivization campaign in the late 1920s and 30s, the Yakut people faced severe persecution. Collectivization forced traditional Yakut agriculture and herding practices into collective farms. This disrupted their economic base and led to a decline in the Yakut population. Many Yakut leaders and intellectuals lost their lives during the Great Purge. Demographically, the Soviet era brought significant changes. Large numbers of ethnic Russians, Ukrainians, and other groups migrated into Yakutia. This migration was especially noticeable in urban centers like Yakutsk. As a result, cities became predominantly Russian-speaking, and the use of the Yakut language declined in these areas. The end of the indigenization policy further restricted the use of the Yakut language in urban settings. Despite these hardships, the rural Yakut population grew during the later Soviet period. Many Yakuts moved to Yakutsk, seeking better opportunities. However, tensions arose due to continued Russian immigration and the presence of Russian prison camps. This led to ethnic conflicts, including the riots in Yakutsk in 1979. The Soviet era brought both cultural recognition and severe challenges to the Yakut people. They faced a loss of traditional ways of life due to collectivization and repression. Demographic shifts occurred due to Russian settlement, and language use in urban areas was restricted. Yet, they also gained a formal political entity and some institutional support for their cultural identity. This laid the groundwork for their continued presence and cultural survival in the polar regions.